What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Young, Dumb, and Smoke. My name is Justin. It has been a little over 2.5 weeks since I last posted a video, and I wanted to quickly apologize. And hopefully, the wind isn't too bad right now. We're in the first weeks of fall. Wind has picked up, so I need to figure out a better audio situation so I can provide you guys with better video quality. I'm going to actually move the camera just a little bit closer to myself, just in that way you guys can hear me better. Today I'm smoking Lane IQ Aromatic. This is quickly becoming, if it's not already has become, my new favorite tobacco. This was one of those tobaccos that was sent to me by one of you guys, and I really, really appreciate one of my followers who sent this to me. I enjoy it so much that I actually ended up ordering 4 ounces more of it. So that is on its way to my house right now. I wanted to actually make this specific video because of some comments I've had that haven't lined up with the experiences that I have had. So let me explain to you what I mean. I think there is a common misconception today that there is a location of racism. And I know that racism is a very hot topic to speak about. But as a black man, I have who better to speak about it than me? I have a unique perspective, especially someone who has been raised by white people. I was adopted when I was young, so I can kind of see both sides. There is definitely some understandable things that I hear from people and not all experiences are equal, so I will only speak to my own personal experience. One common misconception that I feel like gets passed around a little too often these days is that there's more racism in the South part of the United States than the northern parts of the United States. And obviously these lines have kind of been drawn given to the actions that took place prior to, during, and post Civil War. I would actually challenge some of those common misconceptions because I've actually experienced in my own personal life more racism the farther north I went. And I think that that is due to the fact that there are less African Americans the farther north you go. Again, for obvious reasons. And so people don't always have the best opinion of African Americans the farther north you go, just because they haven't had as many interactions with them. So when I look around, you can't go anywhere with running into people of color, and the farther north you get, the fewer and fewer there are. And so a lot more people get their opinions of African Americans from either pop culture or from the news. And those are two really, really bad places to get your opinion. The number one place to get to help you formulate your opinions of the world is through scripture. And so there is also tends to be, in my opinion, a lot more faith-based people here in the South, which in some certain situations gives people a better outlook, and it depends. Right, I'm not trying to make blanket statements for all people in all situations, but on the whole, I hardly ever actually have that many racially based interactions in my life. And I've hardly ever had them in my life, and I've hardly ever seen them take place around me. And I think that it also, a lot of it has to do with where you are, right? I also don't put myself into any positions where I would be in a place where I would even experience racism. So that's another thing. Southerners tend to get a bad rap when it comes to racism, and for good reason. I'm not ignoring the reason why a lot of people tend to say it, but you can let me know in the comment section below if your experiences have ever been similar to mine. But I'd like you to spend some time in the South before you jump to any preconceived notions. I try not to jump to conclusions before I've had any personal experience. Like, I don't want to judge maybe Californians, for example, for the way they choose to lead their lives, as I've never spent a great deal of time in California. So if I just based my entire opinion of California based off of the headlines that I see on the news, you would come to some very certain specific ideas of California. Now, so many of those news articles and headlines are formulated around very specific cities in California. And the rest of California is probably a lot too far off from a lot of places in Virginia, which is a lot of country people. So, just wanted to make a quick video for you guys. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, and I wanted to get something out to you. I've had these things come on my mind as some people have commented some comments in my comment section down below speaking about how some particular people are racist, or at least seemingly so. And it's drawn a lot of question to my mind because they seem to have a judgment of someone's character that they have never personally spoken to. So, let's not do that. Let's not jump to conclusions. Let us not make assumptions. Let us give grace out to all and let them change your opinion. I always try to go into every situation with every single person that I ever meet with an open mind, and then after that, I will make my opinion. So I don't let other people make my opinions of people for me. And it's very hard to do that. So it takes a lot of practice, and I still am working on it myself because it's very, very easy to make up assumptions about people that you don't know, especially nowadays in the internet age. Well, I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully I can go back to a more reasonable schedule where I can post videos twice a week. I like to try to do one on a Saturday and a Wednesday. But as you guys can tell, over the last couple of weeks, it hasn't been that way. But I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.